In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Well, today we gather in church to offer the sacrifice of the Mass in veneration and honor of Saint Joseph, our Father and Lord. First of all, if we ask ourselves, what is it that made him a saint? Or what was it that sanctified him? The answer is very simple. All he needed was a vocation, meaning a call from God, some graces, and some difficult moments of struggle, moments of temptation, moments of despair, and many things that he didn't understand. So as you can see, every single one of you has received the same things. None of us are lacking any of these things to be holy. See? So, simply, the first thing he got was an invitation from God to be the Father of our Lord. Secondly, he finds himself taking care of the two people that God so loved so much than anybody else in this life. The Blessed Virgin Mary and his own Son. See? So as we celebrate his feast day today, it is important for us to keep this in mind. Both Gospels of St. Matthew and St. Luke say that St. Joseph came from a noble line, from the house of David and Solomon, both kings of Israel. To give you an example, the kingdom of Ethiopia, many centuries ago, the king, in order for him to portray himself that he was very powerful, he decided to connect his life with King David. Because he said that his parents had visited Palestine centuries before. So after that, he brought the Ark of the Covenant to Ethiopia. And supposedly they possess the Ark of the Covenant. They've been taking care of it and guarding it day and night for almost 1,000 centuries, 1,000 years. See? Well, Saint Joseph was entrusted with the Blessed Virgin Mary and the only begotten Son of God. And the only thing that Saint Joseph needed was his willingness to correspond to what he was being asked to do. That's all he needed to do. He was not going to be told how to do it. Simply follow God's invitation, God's call. And that's all he did. I mean, we don't become holy or saints simply because we spend so much time and energy and effort only on ourselves. We hardly ever think about what is it that God is asking me to do. And secondly, our pride doesn't allow us to listen to God's voice. So first, God entrusts him with Mary and our Lord. Secondly, he was a poor man, a worker, like many millions of people throughout the world. He worked at the same demanding and humble job which God chose for himself when he took our flesh and came to live just like the rest of us for 30 years. So sacred scripture says that Saint Joseph was a craftsman, and some fathers of the church say that he was a carpenter. Saint Justin says that he made plows and yokes. And perhaps that is why Saint Isidore of Seville concludes that Saint Joseph was a blacksmith. In any event, he was a workman who supplied the needs of his fellow citizens with a manual skill acquired through years of work and toil and sweat. So he was simply a very hard worker, a simple, ordinary man, willing to accomplish God's will. His name in Hebrew means God will add. Well, he added two people, the lives of the Blessed Virgin Mary and of our Lord. That is why Saint Joseph could make his own the words of the Blessed Virgin Mary when she says, "He has looked graciously upon the lowliness of his handmaid, because he is mighty. He whose name is holy has wrought for me his wonders." So Saint Joseph was an ordinary sort of man on whom God relied to do great things. And you know, that's the way always has been and always will be. God begins everything from almost nothing, all the time. So if we wanted to be holy, all we would have to do would be to become nothing, or humble, in other words. But we have so much. We are ambitious of so many things. See, that pride doesn't allow us to become instruments for God to do great things. So Saint Joseph did exactly what the Lord wanted him to do in each and every event that went to make up his life. That is why sacred scripture says that Joseph was a just man. So his life is a good example for us. It was simple, ordinary, and normal, made of years of the same ordinary work day after day, apparently with no value from a human point of view. So today we ask him to help us love what we do, either our vocation or our work. And we ask him to help us always be well disposed to welcome God's will in however nature it may appear to us.